Germany has recorded almost 34,000 daily COVID cases in the past 24 hours, its highest number so far, in what the health minister is calling a massive pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Here's a summary of the article.
Germany has recorded almost 34,000 daily COVID cases in the past 24 hours, its highest number so far, in what the health minister is calling a massive pandemic of the unvaccinated. Hospital intensive care cases are still lower than in spring. While the COVID numbers in Germany are still well below the UK's average daily case numbers of more than 41,000, public health officials there are worried that a fourth wave of infection could lead to a large number of deaths and pressure on the health system. As Hans Kluge points out, the surge in cases is not confined to Germany. Slovakia has reported its second highest number of cases since the start of the pandemic, and Czech infections have returned to levels last seen in spring. Italy has one of the highest vaccination rates for over 12s, but even here new cases are up 16.6% in the past week. Spain is one of the few countries not to see a rise in transmission, with 2,287 cases reported on Wednesday.
This post received a score of 3,100, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Is this still the Delta variant? Or has a new one sprung that is causing another wave?
AFAIK still Delta.
Age group-wise incidence can be found here. Highest incidence is in 5 to 14 age group, understandably school-going population after the vacation. Unfortunately, no segregation between percent vaccinated and unvaccinated could be found.
I only looked at the most recent weekly report, in German, very quickly now, but if I am not mistaken it says on page 22 that in the 4 weeks preceding the report, 3.6% of the symptomatic infections in the age group 12 to 17 were breakthrough infections. Probably the value is low because vaccination rates are low, while 37.5% of symptomatic infections for the age group 18 to 59 and 58.9% for the age group 60 and above were breakthrough infections. To answer some other questions raised here, the report also says that 99% of recent breakthrough infections were caused by the Delta variant.
Important to note that these figures are only symptomatic cases and doesn't include cases in people who have had one dose or a very recent second dose. So the actual percentage of cases which are breakthrough cases will be higher. So this looks like a pandemic of everyone, not just the unvaccinated.
Which seems to often be the case. When they couch it in terms of pandemic of the unvaccinated, and that turns out to be not true, it gives the vaccine hesitant more fuel to distrust news, governments and health officials. Why don't they just report the facts?
You would think after a year and a half of this broad statements would be reined back in. Although I am double vaccinated, it gives me no shock that people are hesitant of what the government tells them.
Is there data on vax versus vax? For who is registering these cases?
In the UK they do. Page 16 to 18 for charts.
Page 15. 2 right columns, comparing death rate for fully vaccinated versus non. The data are clear. Get vaccinated, it will significantly reduce your chances of ending up dead.
34,000 daily, in all of the whole last day. Holy Toledo.
Guys, the vaccine is good for us. It protects us from the long-term effects of COVID, and since it reduces the time the body has to fight it off, there is less time for it to transmit to others.
Please stop making sense, this is Reddit.
The UK, hey, amateurs.
More of the UK's population is fully vaccinated than Germany. Plus has done 4x more total tests, so of course they'll detect more cases, doesn't mean they're performing worse.
I'm genuinely surprised Germany's vaccination rate is only 66%. As a UK citizen, I'd expect that kind of idiocy from the British, but not the citizens of Germany who always seem to be more responsible than that.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.